So our reporter, our dear colleague Natasha Hussain, who is currently under lockdown in Kuala Lumpur, has been following developments for us and joins us live now. Good to see you, Natasha. So we have heard that the Prime Minister spoke in the last hour. He gave a nationwide address. What were the key points there?
Well, in Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin's nationwide address, he made an announcement that was highly expected among the Malaysian public. He said that the movement control order, which is currently in place, will be extended until April 14th. It was supposed to end on March 31st. He said that he decided to announce this early on to give people ample notice to prepare. The Prime Minister had previously been criticized for only giving people 24 hours notice before before announcing the movement control order last week. He said that he decided to extend the movement control order because in the past 7 days, Malaysia's coronavirus cases have risen by a lot. They've gone from 600 to 1,717 deaths. He decided to extend the movement control order after taking advice from the National Security Council, which warned that coronavirus cases would rise in the coming weeks here. So he also said that 3,500 hospital beds have been prepared in the country for COVID-19 patients. About 30% of hospital beds are being used at this point in time. And he said that if we run out of capacity, that temporary quarantine facilities would be built. The health ministry said yesterday that while Malaysia doesn't have the capabilities of China to build hospitals in 10 days, they have pinpointed facilities that could be turned into quarantine centers. The Prime Minister, in his speech earlier, he also warned the public not to panic. There's no need to panic about supplies, no need to panic buy. We have enough food supplies in the country, so don't unnecessarily stock up on food.
Now, Natasha, something I didn't know was that Malaysia is the biggest rubber glove maker in the world. I don't know if our audience also knew that. And yet there was a ban from the United States on the entire country, maybe, on a particular company, sorry. And it was accusing it of using forced labor. And that ban has now been lifted. Great news, but can Malaysia produce the international demand for rubber gloves that is needed?
Well, Malaysia produces about 188 billion rubber gloves annually. That's a staggering amount. The Malaysian Rubber Glove Manufacturers Association says it provides about 63% of the world's supply of rubber gloves. But the Associated Press is reporting that Malaysian rubber glove factories at this point in time are operating at half capacity due to the movement control order that's in effect. And the government has put some restrictions on these companies, saying that they have to be able to meet domestic supply before exporting globally. Glove makers have since asked the government to reconsider. They've said that they've received millions of requests from around the world, from up to 190 countries, for them to provide gloves to these countries. And this isn't the only industry that's being affected in Malaysia at this point in time. The Malaysian Institute of Economic Research, that's a think tank, says that about 2.4 million Malaysians will lose their jobs due to the coronavirus outbreak, and the GDP may shrink by 2.9%. So there is recession expected in the country this year.
Okay, Natasha, do stay safe for us. Thank you so much for the update from Kuala Lumpur.